Good evening, Jim. Just want to say good evening, KC9. Victor, Kilo Victor from Whiskey 9, Kilo Charlie Whiskey.
Kilo Charlie Whiskey, Roger. Sounding good there. You didn't need a setup or anything?
No, I've got this 5000 set up, I believe, pretty good on this PR40. I had to do a lot of adjustments coming off the HM10 to get the bass out of there from that HM10 to this PR40. Right now running the FTDX 5000, about 80 watts there, Qso.
Yes, sir. I'm looking at you on my local receiver, local antenna, and your audio spectrum is just nice across the board. Why don't you give me about 10 seconds and let me be sure that I've got a good copy on you there. Give me about 10 seconds on your antenna system, Roger.
Okay. Yeah, real fine, Jim. Yeah, we're running multi-stations here. I've got the FTDX 5000 downstairs right now. We're running it into a double bazooka. The double bazooka's up about 40 feet. Working on a tower system with the hazers that I build. I have the hazer that will go on the new tower and hopefully have that up about 60 feet once we get the tilt-over tower up in the air. And get this double bazooka along with the OptiBeam 9-5 for the long-range DX up in the air. So right now, just running double bazooka, about 80 watts into a PR40 off the FTDX 5000, running at 100-29 on the transmit bandpass.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sounding really good. And I've been looking at you on my spectrum analyzer on the audio, and it looks like you're running down to about 200 cycles, about right in there. And your signal was shifting, phasing quite a bit there. I would like to say I've got 3 vertical 10-foot magnetic loop antennas, and I did notice that you were coming in on all of them, which is quite unusual, and then they would shift off one to the other. So a lot of phasing going on right now, Roger?
Roger. Yep, I don't have the amplifier on. I know your day's getting to an end there here shortly. And you and I have worked on the audio on the DX101, running the Howell 781 up there. And I just switched to this PR40 recently, but had a lot of bass into it. So I really had to work on it. Took a lot of your settings and played around with it to get this audio. But I think I'm there. I don't know, maybe you can tell me on your end, is it the articulation and the clearness of the audio, does it seem to be in there okay?
Might be just a little bit hot into your ALC. That would be always, when I switch mics, I would always go back and check my ALC with mic gain in hand, and the magic word is audio. A simple word said just as you would say any other word in a QSO, audio, with mic gain in hand, and adjust for 2/3 on your ALC meter. Okay, we'll look at that. I'm on the ALC right now. I did back that down. Audio. Yeah, I'm clipping right there at the upper end, about 98% of my ALC. I got just a little bit of blue left. Audio. Yeah, I'm right there at the upper end of the ALC. I could probably come off that a little bit. How's that, Jim? Does that help out? Yes, sir. Yeah, you're now about 3 dB dynamic range, which means your average percent of peak modulation is between 80 and 85%. When you pass that 3 dB dynamic range and you start hitting that ALC harder, your words start to just blur. You know, you're fatter, but you're blurry. So what we want to do is fat words, but nice, clean words. Roger?
Roger. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I did bring that down a bit, and I'm running the, let's see, well, I can look at this menu real quick here. Give me just a second.
All right, I got your call as W9KCW, is that a Roger?
Roger, yes, Whiskey 9, Kilo Charlie Whiskey, W9KCW. Name here's Tony, Tango Oscar November Yankee, just outside of Evansville, Indiana. QSO.
Roger, Roger, Indiana. And that radio is what?
This is the FTDX 5000. FTDX 5000 MPL, one of the last productions in 21 of the FTDX 5000 MPL, running it into a Heil PR40. EQ1 frequencies at 200. Level 4. Bandwidth 2. EQ frequency 2, 1000. Level 2, bandwidth 2. EQ3 running at 2600. 26. Level 10, bandwidth 2. Transmit bandpass is 100 to 2900. QSO?
Yes, sir. I would take that 2.6 up to a bandwidth of 4. I would take that bandwidth to a 4 on your 2.6K. Roger?
Okay, let me go back and look at that.
That gets it down there just a little bit lower and just a little bit higher, but not so much at 2.7. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Bandwidth just went to a 4. Bandwidth on the 2600, a bandwidth is at a 4. QSO?
Yes, sir. I think that. And what was your level on that?
Levels 10, level 10. And at 2600, level 10, and just took to bandwidth 4.
Yes, sir. Now, what is your max push on that? Is that 15?
No, max push on this is 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sounds good. Sounds good. I would run it just like that. Get the Gorilla Tape out and taper down. And if you want to hear that audio, if you go to YouTube and do that call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor, Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, we'll bring up this recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow.
Roger, Roger, Jim. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. You have a great rest of your afternoon. And as always, have a great weekend. God bless you there. Great to hear you in here, Jim. Appreciate it a bunch. 73s. KC9 Victor Kilo Victor from Whiskey 9 Kilo Charlie Whiskey. See you, Jim.
Roger, Roger, Tony, 73, sir. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. And I see by the clock on the wall a dead fly. Ooh, so we got to get out of here. We've enjoyed it. Hope you have. And if you have and want to hear your audio, again, if you go to YouTube, do the call letter search Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording. We'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger, Roger. So we'll say 73 now. And this is a KC9VKV returning the frequency back to normal amateur radio use. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, clear.